Hello, Masters. Welcome. Welcome to our day 17 Buddha Wisdom Sharing Sessions. Today we have another wonderful master from Atlanta, Master Lakshmi Devi, a very, very compassionate master. So, Lakshmi Devi is from Atlanta, Georgia, whom I know from past 5 years. And she's introduced to the Anapanasati meditation in 2020, guided by esteemed masters. She has actively participated in meditation programs across various platforms as a spiritual counselor and crystal therapist. She finds deep fulfillment in sharing the practice of meditation, though both in person through both in person and online sessions. She passionately guides beginners, empower women, and nurtures mindfulness in children, fostering spiritual growth and well-being. So her services are like, it's more than I would say spiritual service. I would say more than a heartful services that she provides to various folks. That definitely brings lot of great transformation across various ages. And I have personally seen so many masters, getting benefited out of the counseling, out of meditation, out of all these things. Thank you, Lakshmi, for coming to this platform today, and we warmly welcome you. Stage is all yours.
Thank you, Pushpa. Thank you for inviting me. It is my opportunity, my pleasure to participate in this Buddha Poonima meditation. It's a great opportunity to share this platform. And first, let's do meditation and then we'll continue the topic. Okay, can you please share the music, Pushpa? Masters, sit in a very comfortable posture. Gently close your eyes. Come to this present moment, leaving behind all the thoughts. Constantly observe your breath, masters, both your inhale and exhale. With gratitudes to this great Grand Master, Pitamaha, Patriji. Connecting to his consciousness, his wisdom, his enormous strength. With every breath we take, let's get inspired by his strength. Be with your breath, masters. Let's not miss these precious days to revive ourselves. your face, masters. masters. On your eyes, come back to this physical body consciousness. Be aware of the surroundings. Take a deep breath and gratitudes to the Divine Masters. Place your palms on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you, Masters. Thank you for this wonderful meditation. Anyone wants to share your experience? Okay, Masters. Let's go on. Continue with the way of Buddha. Today, the topic is way of Bodhisattva. So, if you all know, Bodhisattva is a seeker who is in the path of enlightenment, sincerely practicing for enlightenment. They say it is like you relinquish your pleasures, desires, and practice severe austerities to get enlightened. We call them Bodhisattva. And some, they also say that enlightened beings already who have been in the path, enlightened, and they come back to teach us the path of enlightenment. They're also called Bodhisattva. So now let's learn the path of Bodhisattva, what they are doing, and why we need to learn it. So as Patriji says, we are all seeking enlightenment. We are all in the path of spirituality, but with Madhyamargam, in Madhyamargam. That is, we do not run away from the family responsibilities. We do not run away from experiencing life. We joyfully experience, yet we are very much into spirituality. So how this way of Bodhisattva or the practices of Bodhisattva is going to help us? We all know we have taken this body, physical body, to experience, to learn, to gain wisdom in this lifetime and increase our consciousness. And every lifetime has its potential to get enlightened. But why we are talking about enlightenment? Why can't we talk about something else? Masters, when we talk about, even if we want to talk about enlightenment, we have to transcend the worldly factors, the desires, emotions, anger, pleasures, wealth, everything. Transcending doesn't mean that we're going to renounce it. We are going to leave it. No, it's not that we are looking for. We are looking for how we are joyfully using our spiritual wisdom to have a blessed and a beautiful spiritual life, spiritual parenting, spiritual life. How are we going to do it? So one way is like in the cycle of birth and karma. We are born, we study, we are grown up with different parents, different kind of parents. Like some may be lovable, some are very harsh, cruel, and whatnot. We go through different scenarios. We live that life of childhood, acquire our fears, acquire our mental rewiring or the mental wiring or the belief system, everything. We grow up and then we again get married and have a family and the pattern continues. That is one way. There is another way, that is the alternative path, that is the way of Bodhisattva. That is knowing, understanding our emotions. understanding that our emotions is the way the soul talks to us. Like if we want to learn about patience, extreme patience, what we have a soul plan will be in a very cruel family, or for everything we'll have our parents where they are very strict, punish us. So what happens when as a child, when we undergo that some punishments, as adult, that is will be a result of hostility. When as a child, if a child has undergone very beautiful, lovable conditions, according to the soul plan, after growth, after being an adult, they chose a different path. So why emotions are important, and why we are the soul is giving you the information through emotions, because what we lack, it will give the quite opposite experience. If we lack love, if we observe a person who is lacking love, deeply owned in childhood, even becoming an adult, they will express in a very harsh way. Person who is lacking love, who is deeply seeking love, will express in a very unloving way. And they won't say, I will love, I want love. They behave as an adult, they behave as a child, and they say, you made a mistake. You did not do it to me. I asked you to give it by 5 o'clock. You did not give me. It is all saying, I need your attention, but they express in a different way. Being a bodhisattva, we understand. We are trying to practice different ways to understand ourselves better and others better. So, what is this? First thing, we need to understand that being about in this life, when we say we have n number of problems now, no, maybe in 5 years or so, I can't reach it, or else not in the near future. I don't see that bright path in me. For them, I want to tell you one story, very, very inspiring story for me, and hope it inspires you as well whenever we feel we are not up to the mark in our spirituality. There is one thief. It is a story of Buddha. He goes for Bhikshatana. He travels for different villages. At that time, one village, a thief was there. And he sincerely, seeing his Buddha's aura here, and people uh, going to them, he wanted uh, to learn meditation. At least let me put some effort to change myself, the thief thought. And he went, he's sick. And so, not Buddha, you know that layers will be there. There are the disciples, and they didn't allow him to come. And at that time, he felt sad, and he sat there. He was adamant that he want to learn meditation. Though they thought, oh, this thief is there, he's gonna harm us. But he was so adamant. He wanted that meditation. At that time, um, Sariputtar, I think. Sariputtar is another disciple who can, at a glance, know your past, or not only this past, lifetimes. So he was taken there. And that disciple saw the thief, and he asked to sit. And he got to know his past life. And Sariputtar told, see, this person, he did not even do a good deed for many past lives. There is no trace of divinity in him. And he want to learn meditation. I don't think he will achieve anything. Let him pass. Let him go away. And maybe if he stays here, maybe our energies may drop. No, it is Sajjana Sangatya we have to do. So at the time, and people, the disciples, like, no, don't allow him. Let's send him away. And they started pushing him and dragging him away of this hermitage. At that time, right, Buddha King, Gautama Buddha, he saw him and said, he inquired all those things, what happened? And Buddha, being Buddha, he said, let him stay. He needs to learn meditation. And he allowed. When the thief was said, Buddha, as normal as he was teaching for everyone, the same anapanasati meditation, he asked him to sit, and he began to explain, and the disciple, with utmost care, listened to every word which Gautama Buddha said, and he started to practice anapanasati meditation. He started, and he was in deep reverence. He was very much in gratitude. He did not have limits for happiness, that he was given the gift of meditation, and he started doing meditation. He did. He did. He went into deep meditation. After 7 days, he was like in such a state. Even Sariputtar was like, he started levitating, the person, the thief. And Sariputtar came and said, what did you teach him, Buddha? He is as much as good as what I was a few days ago. What special did he do? Or what did you teach him? And Buddha said, I did not do anything. It's the same anapanasati meditation. You know, Sariputta, you were carrying the burden of wisdom. You were carrying the burden of responsibility. You were carrying the burden of knowing that you did not have much karma. Okay? He was, and you took it light, just like a paper. You took it very light. I don't have karmas. I have started my practice early. I am good. I'm learned. And you take it light. But this thief, he knows, he thought I'm carrying up heavy baggage of karma. Many lifetimes I did not do anything. I wasted my time. Oh, I can't waste even a minute. And he started meditation with that utmost care and attention. So what happened? He was in that state. He achieved that state in 7 days. So, masters, whenever we talk about karma, past karma, my deeds and all, know that this moment you have a chance to change it. When you talk about all these things, know that this moment, utmost attention, if we pay, we can change our life. So that is the way of Bodhisattva. It begins with the desire. It begins with knowing our life is very precious. And so we have this, we always have this desires, emotions, which always will be poking us. So I'm here, I'm here. But you know, those are the paths. If we have that in our life, that means we are progress. The life gives in a spiral way. Okay. First, one set of learning, compassion, anger, disappointment. You have some experience, learn it. Again, it will have in a different level of compassion. Earlier, you got irritated for small things. Now you will not be irritated for small things. You will see for 3, 4, 5 times, and then you will get irritated. And then next a spiral. You will just be a witness. You will not, it is very hard to get irritated. One moment, 1 week moment, some trigger, very in the subconscious thing, mind, somewhere in the layers, you have that irritation that will be pointed out. It will be like spirals. So, whichever stage we are, no matter what we are, where we are, we have to learn transforming our emotions understanding our emotions, being in the right path. So first, before understanding the basic idea, the basic thing is we know that life is precious. We have this potentiality in this life. And now what we do? We mindfully remind ourselves the impermanence. Both, see, if we have this wealth, we have this fame. In spirituality, we talk about that much. Oh, this wealth is not permanent. This beauty is not permanent. My dear masters, remember the struggle is also not permanent. The emotional turbulence you are going through is also not permanent. That shall pass. All we have to do is quickly learn what we have to learn. Quickly understand that, oh, it came for a learning. What is my learning? What should I learn now? If we can remind ourselves, what we do, first thing is we eliminate all those things which are not needed for us. Like if we are drained, we are distracted with social media, YouTube videos, or gossip, or anything. If we are distracted, cut it off. Cut it off. There's no other go. You can have entertainment, but limit yourself. Okay. So whatever it is, it should flow in your life. So if you have the distractions, cut it off. Next, find a very good spiritual group, your mentor. We need the spiritual friends. What we say we can share. Oh, I missed it in my personal life for the first 1 or 2 years, fun years. I was like, I don't know what to do. I had a different experience. And later, when I got the spiritual friends, and we were talking about synchronicity, we were talking about, oh, you got that? Even I faced it. Oh, in my family, this happened. How did you handle? How did I handle? With no judgment, we were talking. We were sharing. We were sharing. No, in this book, I read this. What did you learn? Oh, in Celestine Prophecy, there is a solution. These people are called poor me. Then don't go there. This is the solution. So we used to share with each other the wisdom and our learnings. Have that spiritual friends. And we also need to have that swadhyaya. We also. So first eliminate. First, what we need, we need a strong desire, understanding this life is precious, and then take each and every step possible to upgrade ourselves and know that everything is temporary. It is impermanent and will take the path. And then, masters, we would transform our emotions. So, different emotions will, if we want to talk about um, the family life, right? So, first thing is health. We will cut off when we cut off the distractions, we have to acquire good habits also, like exercise. No, that discipline, it comes when even that discipline, it depends on your work. If your work is to is if you have a miraculous goal, then we need that miraculous discipline, no other goal. If we have a small goal, yeah, you can compromise. But Patriji says always have miraculous goals. So that discipline is needed, both physically and mentally. So now how we transform our emotions. Suppose we are suffering, okay? We are suffering and we have that pain. First, understand that we have suffered because either we have a karma or else we did not make a right choice at that time. So what we do? We don't go and blame. We don't go and no. My parents did not come at that time. I was alone. That trauma is still carrying. Who asked you to carry that trauma? Now you understand. They left. That years passed. Leave it. Understand that was the scenario for us to learn unconditional love, to be independent. It is our responsibility to release it. So it is not who the other person has given you suffering. It is our understanding, our expectation was not met by others, and we feel the trauma. Got it? Someone did not come and like they did not hurt us physically. They chose their option. Our expectation was on them, and we could not communicate. See, many people, if you ask, 95% they would not communicate. I need it. I want it. No, either they will communicate like why you're not coming in a different way, okay? Or else they'll be, or it's mostly the communication is not proper. We have missed an opportunity to express in the right way, and our expectations was not met. Understand that. And now what is my learning? My learning is unconditionally, I am independent and I unconditionally love, accept what happened. I take my power. I take my power. Some people, they say that transforming this betrayal. How do you transform this betrayal? And in counseling, we see that many people come and say, my wife, my spouse is cheating on me or something. Okay, some problem. So they come and they say, instead of blaming someone, first thing, what you have to do is, it happened because either you have done it in past life or this life you did not take care of your spouse properly. Done. Okay. Now, instead of blaming them, what you do? So, see, there any emotions if you get stuck. Okay. First thing is, we are already the loss has happened, and holding on to the emotion, we are going through the double loss. Do we really need that double loss now? Suppose you have suffered someone's anger already with your words. Do you want to remind and remember and have that suffering double, triple loss? No, right? We don't want to lose that. So how do you transform this blame? How? If you're blaming someone that they have not done, first thing is, somewhere you have an instinct that you were not enough. When we blame someone, somewhere in our heart, it would be saying we are not enough, but we won't accept that. What we say? That person did not do. That person was not enough. That person did this. When we cut off that, when we blame, our suffering will not transfer. It will accumulate. When we understand, when we let go, then we can transform that pain. That is how we transform the pain. Masters, when we do that without even knowing, people, many have suffered that blame and the criticism. If someone has criticized, feeling bad, yes, sometimes we may feel bad, but it is our responsibility to come back. If they are criticizing, see an opportunity to grow. There will be a little trace of truth in it. Don't see it as criticism. Okay, in spite of understanding, it just in a very come to a very, very, very neutral state. If someone is criticizing, then there is an opportunity for us to grow. There is some trace of it where we need to improve. Then only someone will criticize us. Or else because we invite our experiences, right? We invite our learnings. Universe will be sending through something or the other. So when someone is criticizing, no, how can I be? They were so rude. When we say when they are so rude, we have to feel good, and all these things. He is actually teaching us to improve. We have to be thankful. No, it is not theoretical masters. We have when we start implementing it, we know that when we start implementing it, we know that these are actually the pointers, or else people will not point or will not criticize you. When we, with open heart, when we start listening, it doesn't mean that you will allow others to just point out, you take in like a sponge. No, we'll draw a line. We'll draw a line. We'll know where to correctly communicate. That is the way of Bodhisattva. We rightly come to a neutral point, understand, okay, this is criticism. This is the path where I have to improve. And the other, all this, all the toxic words, it doesn't belong to me. And in a very neutral state, you go to the person, you can communicate it. It is needed. It is needed. For that, what we do? Improve our Varpakshetra. Compassion is different. In the mask of being good, suffering is different. Both are different. See, as an example. When in a news, I saw someone saying like there was a shooting, and so in the court, the person who killed, he was there, and the victim's parents were there. So everyone, most of the people were yelling at the murderer. And one parent who belongs to a community where a religion where it is attributed mostly to the terrorism. So that parent, he came, he said, I know I had great loss, but I forgive you, my son. It's okay. May you get the wisdom. The moment the parent said, the murderer started crying. People were yelling at him, cursing at him. Nothing happened. When he transformed the pain into compassion, did you understand what transformation is? He transformed the pain, the parent, that father, he transformed that pain into compassion. That gave a wisdom, big realization for that murderer. You give 100 pages lecture, it won't work. That true emotion, how you transform, when we transform that with truly, that will actually give, that will actually work in our families also. So when we see my husband is not doing, my wife is not doing, instead of complaining, understand why the person is not doing. Have compassion and talk. See the difference. It is painful for you. We understand when you say, oh, he is doing that, she is doing that, it is painful for you. We understand. But do you think when you communicate with that pain to the other person, will that pain will draw a good a good vibration from the other person? No. You need to transform it. You have to process it, understand where it is going wrong, what it is, turn that into compassion and talk. If you're not able to do, just keep quiet for a moment. Criticizing, it is not, no, we can have anger issues and all. When we are saying we are angry on someone, we are angry on something. So what are we saying? Somewhere we are not having enough. When we feel we are not enough, we don't have that contentment in us. Then only we'll show anger on someone. If you see, when will we scold our kids? Usually they're getting late, they're not getting ready, or they're not doing this. Pause for a second and think, did you wake up early? Did you remind them? Did you ask them to pack? Did you, whatever it is, a little trace of action we also missed, but our mind will not project that. We feel, we will think already that they are getting late, or people will judge. We imagine so many things. We cook up the story in our mind. Everything will bottle up. We'll find one person to blame and we'll show our anger on them. Instead of doing that, first thing, quieten, and whatever is straight, that right action, try to do that right action, masters. That is the transforming your pain. So when we do this transformation, we get, we sometimes we get so much doubts. Are we, like, in the name of compassion, are we leaving everything? What am I doing? Everyone is taking me for granted. No, masters, that is not the case. A bodhisattva will not allow others to take you for granted. A bodhisattva will communicate in a very compassionate way, will make a right choice, right time, have patience. First, patiently listen what other person is saying. Instead of putting your emotion first, put your wisdom first. The moment you enter into emotion, your wisdom will be gone. It will go for a holiday. You have to call him back. So please keep the emotion, be neutral for 1 minute at least. Think what is happening. And then when we respond, we will actually sort out many problems in our life. Many problems in our life. And for that, we can have some rules. Like, I have a rule, like many people, they have many rules. We can set a rule. When I talk, I will utter only compassionate words, no matter what the other person may be screaming at me. Nothing other than compassion, I would not say anything. This wisdom, masters, when I, few months ago, I was like, why people started misunderstanding me? Why people, like, I did not understand. After this, why? And I know it is my learning, but why? What is that? So for any problem, I either seek my higher self, I'll seek through plant kingdom. I like plant kingdom. I connect more. So when I ask the plant kingdom for the wisdom, I know I need to be compassionate, but why this? And it gave me the answer. Of you're seeking the experience through others. All the experiences through others. I don't know. What am I seeking? Experience through others. What am I experiencing through others? I did not understand. I was irritated at that time. Then I thought, oh, I'm irritating. That means there is an opportunity for me to learn. Again, went back into meditation. Please give me the explanation for this. It said, be a bodhisattva. How to be a bodhisattva? Then it showed me the plant, rose plant. If you see, one stem was having that back dying, or the condition, right? Infection. And one stem was blooming, other stem was sprouting. and the roots are fighting the insects and it is growing. Everything is working. So are these people around you. One person is irritated, is yelling at you because that is the experience, and that person is feeling that person has to defend, or else that is the experience the person is going through. So you are reflecting it, and you both are having a common understanding and commonly experiencing it. Suppose if I have to learn to be cautious while doing my job, some person will misuse my the job done and project it as their work. I have to be cautious until he projects that he had done it. I will not be cautious. So we both work together. But that is the soul level. For here, I will blame. He copied me. He took the credit. And one person will help you, like a sprouting plant, comfort you. One person will just stay with you, just stay, not even a word uttered. Give you the strength with just the presence, just like roots. When we are in this bodhisattva or this spiritual path, we recognize these as experiences, individual experiences. We gain wisdom by understanding it. But the plant, it didn't stop that. He said, come out of that. Now be the life force and see. I just went into my heart. I went into my heart and I saw the beauty. When we transcend, when we come out of those situations, masters, not as an individual experience, if you can be that life force, how beautiful people are around. One person is crying because that person is washing away all the karmas. One person is blaming other person because that they are mutually teaching each other. One person is helping you because he is repaying his karma. Beautiful life you have. Each and every experience, if we can transform and become that life force, every word utter, we cannot have any anger, anything other than compassion. We can't have anything else in our life. That is the way of Bodhisattva. Transcend, distend ourselves. So thank you, masters. Thanks for giving this time. If I have taken more time, and I'm glad that I could spend this time and share in this platform. Thank you, Pushpa. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi. I think you have touched our hearts. Beautifully explained the compassion and how the other way of looking at things. And one great thing I learned is like, okay, we are all talking about Bodhisattva, but how do we apply to this to the day-to-day life, right? How I can make myself better and how I can have a better relationships with the people who is yelling at you or who is like, trying to show your mirror, like they're mirroring. So it's beautifully explained. Friends, if you have any questions, please come forward and share your experience. Anything you want to ask in a generalized way, you don't have to take anything personalized. Anything. One question can help others also. Or one experience always helps others. I hope you all liked that. We're going to apply this to our day-to-day lives.
So, Lakshmi, it was wonderful session, and one question. You said whenever you feel any kind of emotion, whether anger or anything, you feel like it's an opportunity to enhance your skills. to betterment yourself.
Mhm.
How do you bring that thought in that anger
Mhm.
time? So, like, I mean, even when we do meditation, we get different thoughts, and we try to bring back our thought to breath, right?
Mhm.
So, when somebody is doing guided meditation, when they tell that statement, we bring our attention back to breath. But otherwise, our thoughts will be like keep on. One after the other thoughts will come, and when we remember, we try to bring it back after a long time.
Mhm.
So but in your case, like during different emotion, either it could be anger or so how do you bring that thought and how do you?
So, when we have that basic understanding that we are all here as a sole purpose in a journey, okay, when we see the person instead of the mind words, okay, for some situation, if a person is blaming me that I have not done a work, okay, I'm just creating a situation. First, that person didn't inform me. Instead of me being angry on that person and saying, you did not inform me and you're expecting me to complete this work, how it is possible? Instead of going into that argument, pause. Is there anything? There is a one little communication. I was waiting for this, you know, uh, just a small twist in understanding. Here, instead of saying, he did not inform me and he's blaming me, did I inquire rightly? And what is my response? Your response will change. Suppose if the manager did not, you ask for review or whatever it is, they did not respond. And one fine day, the user came and said, no, you were taking some time. Instead of going back to the manager or that you did not do your job. And so I was waiting, but thanks, you responded. And let's discuss this and finish it. And would you mind responding to the user as you took time? You would have better explanation for that. The change. If you immediately say he did not, he responsibility, that person's responsibility, your mind will work in a different way. What is my option? How will I talk? How can I respond? Your mind will work in a different way. When we practice that, understand that every situation is coming for our understanding, your response will gradually, your mind will be rewired. The way you respond itself will be trained, will be different. Just like how we do the exercise, first 2 days, it will be hard for us. And then it will be easy, right? The same thing, even our mind, first few times, we have to remind, hard time to remind. Then automatically your mind will be trained to respond than react. You got it?
Yeah, got it, Andy. Thank you.
So anyone else want to ask any question or share anything?
And one more thing you mentioned about some Greenland or something, I didn't quite understood that.
Greenland.
No, so trees or something you were saying like.
The last experience?
Your experience, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it is in the meditation experience where I was seeking answer for the things happening in my life. So why am I get bothered about that? So when you meditate and when you connect to the consciousness, you will get the message as intuitions or an understanding. That's how I got the vision and understanding for that. That is what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, friends, I hope this has helped everyone to go ahead and do the self introspection. Like whenever we all run into these kind of situations. When we run into these kind of situations, are we acting with the emotion? Are we acting with the wisdom? Are we, so these are all different good checkpoints for us. Thank you, Lakshmi. If nobody have any other questions, we will go ahead and end this today's session. Thank you again. Deepest gratitude for coming and sharing this beautiful wisdom. So with tomorrow, we will meet with other great master from Dallas. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pushpa. Thank you, everyone.